Alright, hello guys. Today I just want to show y'all a live drum lesson of how much potential single strokes have in your drumming. Because there's a lot that you can do with single strokes. I just feel like a lot of people don't know how to apply them, or at least beginners don't know where to go from just playing simple stuff like maybe this. Just they don't know how to transition into just more faster or more cleaner and just bigger chops that involve singles. But in this lesson, I just want to show you some examples of some ways that you can do this. So, for example, well, one exercise that I like to do to improve and just loosen up my hands when it comes to singles is to play them for 2 minutes straight at a speed that I'm a little uncomfortable with, and then just at for 2 minutes. So it'd be something like this. Just kind of start off. If you're a beginner, just kind of start off at kind of a regular slow speed, or if you're a little bit more advanced and intermediate, then try to pick it up into more speeds like this. But just challenge yourself, but try to keep it clean and in the time measure that you're playing in. If it's at 120 or at 100, whatever that number might be, just try to stay in that tempo and try to play it clean, um, and not dipping, not going fast or slow, just kind of staying consistent and clean, and then in staying in that time, trying to play as much as you can in that time. But that is a great exercise that you can do to just get your hands loose and just more comfortable with playing singles. Now, some ways that you can apply it in your drumming, I'd say, would be just doing, for example, taking just something like this and maybe throwing in there maybe a single hit and then doing the same pattern. So something like this. Something like that. Just throwing in that one hit and then the ta ta ps, and then on the cymbal. Or you could take that and then maybe try doing triplets on the tom. So something like this. Just playing a triplet, right, left, and then right with your other hand. But there's just a bunch of different ways that you can apply single strokes. I feel like there's a lot of things that if you're creative, you can do that still haven't been done. But some other examples of ways that you can do this would be something like. There's just different variations of single strokes that you can play. You can add in doubles and then play the single strokes. There's just crazy amounts of different things you can do with singles. You just have to, I'd say, just really get the technique down. Once again, if you don't really practice that often, then just do at least this exercise of just playing singles to a metronome in a time span of 2 minutes at a speed that you're a little uncomfortable with, and that'll really help you start building a habit of practicing and at the same time improving in a skill that helps a lot. You can also take this a little further and start playing bigger fills that involve maybe playing all the toms, so something like this. Something like that. Or you could it's kind of a topic that a lot of beginners don't know how to apply yet. But you can do linear fills, which just means that you're playing all limbs that you're involving in a fill. You're playing them at a single specific time, and they're not overlapping each other. So each hit is happening at its own time without having anything else going on. So those are some ways that you can do it. Something, an example would be maybe something like this. There's just there's just many different ways that you can do it. You just have to really practice single strokes and really get the orchestration part of it down, playing around, messing with your different toms, maybe, or just doing like a lateral sort of training going up and down your tom. So but just something like that. Just practice moving around your drum kit, playing single strokes, and you'll really get the the accommodation of feeling comfortable just playing it all over your kit. Then you'll be able to maybe be more creative with it, and like I said, start involving some doubles in there or the kick, and start making your fill sound better. So I'm gonna play a small groove, and I'm gonna do a whole bunch of different examples of single stroke fills that you can do. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. But there, as you can see, there's just different ways that you can apply this. You can do so much with singles. You can play, once again, triplets, different variations of them. You can do a lot just more linear fills, um, just big rolls on the toms involving all of them. You can do patterns on the hi hat or a cymbal. So you can do that, or when it comes to like faster, maybe some Christian rock music. So something like. There's just so much that you can do with them, and so many different ways you can play it on the drum kit. You just, like I said, you just have to really practice it and be comfortable by playing singles. And after that, it's just a matter of messing around your drum kit, seeing where it fits in, how you can orchestrate it on your drum set, depending how many toms you might have or how many cymbals or hi hats. But you just if you're just starting off, I really encourage you to do this routine that I was just now talking about. Just play singles to a metronome, whatever speed you feel comfortable with, just not too comfortable. but just play to a metronome for 2 minutes and try to force yourself to feel uncomfortable, and each day push yourself to higher and higher speeds until you're able to play uh, kind of like I was just now playing something like. Just something like that, or even just regular drum rolls like. They're just many different fills that you can make out of single strokes. Um, there's just so much. Like an example of a big drum roll that you can do with singles would be something like this. So I'm gonna start off using big toms. But as you can see, I was just playing like a big fill that involved my snare, my first, second, and third rack toms, and then just fast singles. But it's all just as down to the same thing. It's just a single stroke. It's just a right left, right left. It's just that when you get that technique down, and you just practice doing like a loop around your drum set. So when you practice that and you really get it down and you really feel comfortable around your drum set, then you're able to play stuff like I just did a few seconds ago, and you feel comfortable and you feel confident to play it because you have it down and you've got the rudiment skill just kind of as part of you. But yeah, I just really encourage y'all to practice the single stroke, really get it down. And once again, if like for beginners, really, don't get dismotivated because you maybe see other big drummers doing just big things like involving the kick in their fills and just big crazy stuff like that. Start with the very basics, like I'm saying right now, just and maybe if you can only do stuff like. If you can only do stuff like that, then that's a great way to start. I just encourage you to practice your single strokes more. Try to push yourself to getting a little bit faster at playing your single strokes, and then just do this small exercise of playing like drum rolls up and down your toms and snare so that you feel more comfortable playing them around your kit, and then try playing them at faster speeds, and you're going to notice how just you're gonna sound a lot more better, and you're gonna be able to play faster fills and even be creative when you start orchestrating it outside of this right here. Maybe you can finish them off with cymbals, finish them off with the hi-hat, or adding a kick or two when you start getting to higher levels of drumming. But it just takes persistence and practice. So I really encourage y'all to do that practice routine that I've been talking throughout this video, and do this small pattern that I was just showing y'all, going up and down your toms and your snare, and you're gonna see great results in your overall playing as a beginner, and you'll be able to just do a whole lot more with these single strokes for all of y'all just more advanced drummers. There's just so much that can be done with single strokes, and even I as my own individual self, am trying to really, I don't know if master is the right word to say, but just get as much as I can out of this basic rudiment, which is just right left, because there's so much that you can do with it, and I feel like a lot of people nowadays are focusing more on like double pedals and stuff like that, and they're trying to get just so much out of different new technology that's coming out to these drum kits. But there's just so much that still needs to get taken out of just the basics that is already known to us, like doubles or just singles or triplets. There's just so much that we can get out of that, and I feel like, at least for me, I haven't touched everything that there is to do in by using these rudiments. So I really encourage all beginners to feel the same way. Try to learn these basic rudiments as much as possible, but specifically for today, try to get down the single stroke and really feel comfortable around it, playing this small loop that I was showing you up and down your drums, and then try this workout that I was talking about, and you'll notice how you'll start feeling more comfortable not only playing single strokes, but you'll start to get more confident in trying to orchestrate it in new different ways that you can't even think about. But yeah, just a small tip for orchestration. Maybe when you want to take it a little bit to the next level, try involving your hi-hat. So at least in worship context, when you involve the hi-hat, it just adds a little bit more intensity to it. Or when you add a cymbal in there, it adds, like I said, more intensity, and it just makes it a little bit more nice to hear. So something like this. There's just so many different things you can do with it, and these were just two examples. But yeah, just adding that hi-hat in between there can just make it sound a lot more complex and just better sounding in general, or adding a few cymbals. So just really just involving just cymbals and hi-hats to toms and snare patterns of single strokes can just make it stand out a little bit more in your playing. So just make sure to just add hi-hats and cymbals when trying to make your fills stand out a little bit more as a beginner. When you add your hi-hat, you just give it just a little bit of uniqueness to your fill, because instead of just doing something like, you're adding a bit of a different unique sound to it, and that makes the whole thing sound just a whole lot better. Or another way, or just a regular one. But yeah, this is just a small video that I decided to do live. Make sure to tune in next time if you didn't this live session. Make sure to tune in on the next live lesson that I do, so that if y'all guys have questions, y'all can put them on the chat and I can answer. Or if you have concerns about my drum kit, or I don't know, maybe you have questions on the cymbals that I'm using, or what techniques I use, or whatever questions or concerns y'all might have, I can answer in these live sessions. Or if not, just make sure to put them in the comment section on my videos or on my shorts. Just always just stay encouraged. Like I've been saying in other shorts and other content I've been uploading, just on top of even the drum kit and anything you ever do in life, just stay focused on God. And after all this drumming, all these drumming techniques and everything that I'm trying to show y'all guys is pertaining specifically to worship music. I feel like a lot of drummers nowadays are leaning a little bit more to the worldly style of playing and don't really aren't interested anymore on playing for God or playing worship music. But I just want to encourage all y'all drummers to play worship music, play for God and not for worldly bands and music and songs, because I mean all of that will eventually end and it won't end well for them. So I just encourage you to do it for the best person and the best just the best one you could ever do it for, and that's God, because He will reward you. He is the one who gave you your gifts, so the best way you can thank Him for that is by playing it for Him. So yeah, I just encourage y'all next time join my live video so that y'all can answer, so that I can answer any questions you might have for me. But for right now, that's all I have for you guys. This is just a small video, but yeah, I just wanted to throw out to y'all guys that single strokes are so much fun to play and you can do so many things with them. I feel like we still can, as a drummer myself and as a whole drumming community, I would love to see just more crazy things that can be done involving singles. I feel like a lot of people, like I said, nowadays are leaning more toward double pedals and stuff like that, and they're kind of falling behind or not paying attention too much to the basic rudiments like singles anymore. But I feel like singles are one of those things that is always going to be at least once involved in your playing. So I'd say really get it down and practice it and just challenge yourself to do more creative things with it. So I'm gonna close it off with this small groove, and then we'll end the live stream. So y'all guys have a good rest of the day. Enjoy time with your family and friends, and just stay safe in this weather because it's very snowy. I mean, including here at where I'm at, it's very snowy. I think everywhere here in the United States is very chaotic with the snow and everything. So I just stay safe, avoid the roads and everything. But we'll close it off with this groove here. So hopefully y'all guys like it. I won't reveal what song it is, but it's from a worship song that I've been hearing. So I'm gonna see if y'all guys can guess it, and please comment in the chat if you know what song it is. All right, bye bye guys, and have a good one.